I mean, I saw the videos on YouTube,
Yeah.
the run through thing that you did of like the room where the sheriff's office was. It
Yes, that's the demo. Yeah.
looks really cool, very
thanks,
eerie,
man.
very. You've nailed exactly what you.
Yeah,
I assume
so-
you've nailed what you were going for.
Oh,
The look and the feel of it.
We're very happy with how the specifically the demo looks.
Can we pull that up on YouTube?
Maybe.
Because when you start a game, where do you begin? What do you do first?
Well, that's the thing. It's that's a very good question. A lot of people just go like, "Wow, that looks great." Anyway, but people
It's all
don't.
right having the big idea, but like,
Yeah.
what's the first thing you have to do?
Well, that's obviously
You need
one
a
of
game
the
engine,
things.
I imagine.
Yes, we start out the actual mechanics of the game when we block in the level inside of Unreal Engine
Unreal. I knew it was going to be that
yeah.
or Frostbite
or Unity. Yeah,
yeah.
but we've dabbled in Unity and we've
Are
dabbled.
those free to access to anybody?
Unreal is you have to pay like a royalty after a certain amount of earnings.
Okay.
And Unity has a different licensing structure. I think it's a similar one, and then you can actually just pay for a solid license.
Okay.
There's like Unity and Unity Pro, but Unreal's just free.
So when you get the engine, can you pretty much do what you want with it, or
Yes, pretty much.
is there limitations of it, or
There are some limitations, obviously, but that's been mitigated a little bit with this new generation of consoles coming out.
right, of course?
Because the engines are more designed to the current like things that are on display. For example, like the consoles really dictate what's coming next, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Because people want to have their game be most accessible to as many people as possible.
Absolutely.
So we had to take into consideration stuff like, well, can the PS4 do this? Can the Xbox do that? And the engine has optimization settings that help to facilitate that.
Okay. So where are you planning this game to be available? Even just a demo?
Well, we've already reached out with Xbox. So
So they're quite good with the ID game, the independent games,
yes,
aren't they?
yeah, that's kind of how we've gone around it. You see, the ID at Xbox, but then yeah, we were actually blown quite away. Last August, I think it was, we got like a legal contact from Xbox, reached out and he's like, "This is an NDA, this is a contract. Don't talk about anything that we talk about from this point." And I was like, "Oh wow, this is a bit more real than I expected."
Serious.
Yeah, and from that point, it's kind of been the waiting for us to give them something to show, which is what the demo is going to be.
Ah, cool.
So, yeah, so it's been really
So me and Tech are both
Exciting.
Xbox, so will that demo be available?
as soon as we get approved.
Cool.
So yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if I'll play it. I suck at horror games.
Well,
It's just to see it, the fact that it's made by someone in Cumbria. I'd be like, wow. Is it on?
It's here.
Oh, the environment. What's it called? The environment fly through.
Is this the one?
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
turn the
that's-
sound off or down.
yeah, the music we chose from was
Turn it off and yeah.
What, just...
the music was from a
I'll put it on slightly.
what's he called?
Okay.
I forgot his name now, unfortunately. Mayu. He does free horror, like copyright free music on YouTube.
Okay. Wow.
Do you know creepypastas?
No.
No, it's like horror stories that have been written by just everyday people,
Okay.
and then people on YouTube read them out in a kind of freaky way. But they overlay it with this music, and it really adds to it. So we thought those, that's those tracks need to be included.
This looks like one of those games where any corner you go around or any door you go into, something bad could happen.
Well, what we're trying to capture in this, I mean, it's changed quite a bit from that point, but
That's
it
brilliant.
flashes between the two different realities, let's call it, like the waking world and the nightmare world. And
Oh, right. Okay.
so basically, in the demo, we haven't got a video of that, unfortunately, because, as I said, everyone was like, "Oh, it's too short."
Yeah.
So I was like, right, delay. But basically what happens is you go through a certain door and then something happens which triggers Fiona's anxiety, which is the main mechanic of the game.
Okay.
And basically she goes into this kind of like a panic attack state, and then she comes to and the world's changed around her. And
Right.
that's how we're planning to impact the game on the player, have the environment react to her state
Right.
within it.
So when you started programming the game, had you already written the game? Like you knew exactly how it was going to begin and what was going to happen in the middle and how it was going
We
to end?
did. That's not the story anymore. But yeah, it started out one thing.
How does that happen? Do you get ideas as you go along?
Kind of, yeah. Initially,
Or feedback?
You what, sorry?
Or feedback sometimes?
Sometimes feedback, yeah. we've had a number of iterations of the game. Like one was you played as children who were exploring like an abandoned farmhouse,
Right.
and it was like this certain creature or entity was there, and you had to wear a tinfoil hat to stop it from probing your mind and stuff. And then it totally evolved from there, and it's changed so much in the time that we've been working on it. Though it's been crazy.
It just seems. It seems. I looked at the and like full resolution on YouTube, the video. I was like, this looks amazing.
Oh,
and
thank
I'm similar to Tech. I'm not really into horror movies or games,
Yeah.
but I'll definitely be getting this.
No, thank you. I appreciate that.